Hey everyone, it's Ace coming at you live with another fantastic episode from the Crazy Show. I love talking because I love talking to you people. How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday in the Philippines and Tuesday in the US? How's everybody doing tonight? Huh? Let's talk. This is the second part. This subject is about integrity and your meaning of life. Integrity is actually more complex. There's another layer that often gets misunderstood or glossed over. The word is derived from the Latin word integritas, which means whole or complete. Let's read that again. The word is derived from the Latin word integritas, which means whole or complete. It is related to integrate or bringing together. I'm going to pause there for, you know what? You know what? Just listen to what I just said. Integrity is complex. There's another layer that often gets misunderstood or clouded over. The word is derived from the Latin word integritas, which means whole or complete. It is related to integrate or to bring together. You know what? Integrity means to bring together. If you have a heart that has integrity, you are working to bring people together, to bring your relationships together, to bring yourself together, right? Think about what that just said. When we live an immoral life, immoral, doing wrong things, doing bad things, treating our wife or our children or our spouse, partner like second nature. You have another girlfriend you want to see somewhere else. You met someone else. So you make up an excuse to go see that person, right? That's not bringing together, it's separating. It separates. Separation is not good. It's not good for anyone, right? To divide is to conquer. To unite is to win. That's what I say, and I've heard it before. Bringing together is what to integrate. Integrate means. This is part two, by the way. Just listen to what I'm saying, people. Where's all my friends? This is the aspect I'm most intrigued by. Integrity as a integrity. This is the aspect I'm most intrigued by. Integrity as a psychological process and integration of your outer life in your inner life. So grab your listen, while we're talking about this, I keep saying lift your spirit to a higher level. Try it. Just try it. It took me a long time, but I'm able I'm able to lift my spirit to a higher level. Every day I'm doing my podcast and talking to you awesome and most wonderful people. This is the aspect I'm most intrigued by. Integrity as a psychological process, an integration of your outer life and your inner life. Full circle, people, full circle. The earth is round. Bring it together. Bring the spirit as a whole, right? Lift it. Wake up happy. Have your coffee. You know what? every day. I started giving my son hugs, you know, because I said, I'm sorry, Gabriel, I'm grumpy sometimes. It's okay to apologize for being grumpy. It's okay to apologize for being an older parent that loses patience once in a while. Two sides coming together, creating a whole consistent you. In our society, such integration can be hard to come by. Many of us, I believe, are disconnected from our true inner core, the core people, your heart, your stomach, your core, your core. I'll read that again. In our society, such integration can be hard to come by. Many of us, I believe, are disconnected from our true inner core, while while others of us rarely reveal it. Instead, we slap on a social persona to carry us through our day, and over time, this becomes more and more who we begin to believe we are. So we put on a facade or personality that really isn't us to carry us through the day, the now. But when you go to sleep at night and your spirit is crying out in pain and your angel is trying to work for you, angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom his love commits me here, ever this day be at my side to light and guard, to rule and guide. Remember that prayer. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom his love commits me here, ever this day be at my side to light and guard, to rule and guide. Watch over me, guide me in the way of God. Remember, God created the universe. Don't forget that. Many of us, I believe, are disconnected from our true inner core, while others of us are rarely revealing. Instead, we slap on a social persona to carry us through our day. And over time, this becomes more and more who we begin to believe we are, who we begin to believe we are. It's not really who you're supposed to be, but who you believe you are. You could be a person with a massive ego who thinks they are the person behind the ego, but they're not. They're not. We're human. We're born to care, love, and look out for our friends and families, no matter where we are, what part of the world we came from, or where we are now. Can we create this integration and develop this integrity? Can we reshape our lives to become like those people who we admire and respect, who seem so authentic and honest? I believe we can. Can we create this integration and develop this integrity within ourselves? Can we reshape our lives to become like those people we admire and respect, who seem so authentic and honest? I believe we can. Step one, discover your inner life. If integrity is about having your outer world truly reflect your inner world, the first step is taking the time and thought to drill down and explore and discover who you are. What is your unique inner being? What are the gifts that you all alone? I'll read it again, sorry. If integrity is about having your outer world truly reflect your inner world, the first step is taking the time and thought to drill down and explore and discover who you are. What is your unique inner being? What are the gifts that you alone possess that you can contribute to the world and those people around you? There are several steps to this discovery. Find and define your sense of purpose. I vividly remember a lecture by a Buddhist monk who said that while most people associate Buddhism with a deeply contemplative, meditative life, the reality couldn't be more different because Buddhists believe in reincarnation. The monk said, being a human being is the greatest opportunity you could have. Other forms of life don't have what you have, namely, the ability to control their lives, to make their own choices, to set their own destinies. Only humans do. Being human, said the monk, is a gift, one that we need to appreciate and grasp. Take advantage of this time and opportunity in the cycle of life. Act and act boldly. Wow, that's incredible. What I just read is absolutely mind blowing. Let's read it again. I vividly remember a lecture by a Buddhist monk who said that while most people associate Buddhism, Buddhism with a deeply contemplative, meditative life, the reality couldn't be more different because Buddhists believe in reincarnation. The monk said, being a human being is the greatest opportunity you could ever have. Other forms of life don't have what you have, namely, the ability to control their lives, to make choices, to set their destinies. Only humans do. Being human, said the monk, is a gift, one that we need to appreciate and grasp. Take advantage of this time and opportunity in the cycle of life. Act and act boldly. He was talking about action, but also implying purpose. With this unique ability to choose and control, what do you truly want to do with the opportunity and time that you have? While some of us know our callings and passions early on, far more of us, for more of us, that discovery only comes through a process of exploration or traveling down one road only to the back, only to back up and take another. That's fine. What doesn't work is sitting on a couch and expecting to somehow just figure it all out. What we're doing right here, people, think about it. We're learning every day. I pick a subject and I read to you and I try to educate you and I try to help you. I really do. You know what? Because I love you and I don't even know you. That's why I want you to share. I want you to share your comments, share my page, like, share, and follow. Please, please. Let's read it again. I'm only here to help you and to help myself. When I learn, you learn. Because I want to read to you these things that mean something in our lives other than politics, wars, hatred, animosity, shootings, missing persons, kids being abused by their parents, all these bad things in life that you're worried about. If you're worried about it, don't let your kid out running around the streets. Doesn't matter if you're living in a squatter area or a high-end area. Doesn't matter if you're a bed spacer or an apartment renter or a condo owner or a homeowner. Watch your kids because they don't deserve to be abused by people that aren't real friends. Watch. learn, and apply. He was talking about action, but also implying purpose. With this unique ability to choose and control, what do you truly want to do with the opportunity and time you have? While some of us know our callings and passions, for more of us, that discovery only comes through a process of exploration, exploring your life, or traveling down one road only to back up and take another because you lost your way. That's fine. What doesn't work is sitting on a couch and expecting to somehow just figure it all out. But even if the couch sitting isn't where many of us can get stuck, the bigger problem is that we never take the time or have the courage to ask such questions at all. Instead, we prematurely settle. We set our expectations for ourselves in life too low. We push such issues to the back burner of our lives. And we get so busy running our lives that we don't live our lives. So, the starting point to creating a life of integrity is to ask these questions about purpose and about opportunity, and to keep them always simmering on the front burner of your life. Be willing to acknowledge and then explore your passions, callings, and motivations. Intentionally sort through and set priorities. Sit down with yourself and decide on the meaning of work and relationships for you rather than simply talking and taking what you get. Number two, sort out shoulds and wants. Asking these big questions sets the discovery process in motion. But now, our psychological and emotional challenges may rear their heads. You can get confused, befuddled, and overwhelmed by your choices. You may have trouble identifying what is truly feel. You may have trouble identifying what is you truly feel. Guilt and self criticism can rise up as you struggle to sort out the contradictory rules and expectations that you come from parents and come from society. You are too inside your head. I'll read that one once more. Asking these big questions sets the discovery process in motion. But now, other psychological and emotional challenges may rear their ugly heads. You can get confused, befuddled, and overwhelmed by the choices. You may have trouble identifying what is you truly feel. Guilt and self criticism can rise up as you struggle to sort out the contradictory rules and expectations that come from parents and come from society. You are too inside your head. Instead of your gut, consider the heart. This is where your passion and sense of purpose come from. Your wants and desires and bursts of excitement, rather than the staid shoulds that wag their fingers and scold, as I've mentioned in other posts. This move from shoulds to wants is a matter of literally rewiring your brain and changing where the information about you comes from. It requires that you keep your ear close to your heart and then, as the monk said, take action. Each time you do listen, each time you do listen to and act upon these gut and heart impulses, however faint, however silent, however quiet they are, this source of information about you becomes even stronger in your brain and life. But this once again requires courage and a steadfast personality that essential that essential ingredient of integrity, to step away from the crowd and listen to your own inner voice speaking to you. Number three, define your values and visions. We have purpose in gut and heart, but this is not enough. This combination can lead easily to a narcissist, greedy, or impulse driven life rather than one of integrity. The final step in this discovery process is to filter all this information through your own values, your vision of a good life, and a good person you can be proud of. The key here is your values, not merely copying those of others, like purpose. Values are also to be discovered and evolve, but also like purpose. They require that you put them on the front burner and intentionally decide what it is you want those values and visions to be. The challenge here is shaping blunt values into clear behavioral principles. Saying, for example, that family is important to you may be a value, but it is too slack and doesn't go far enough in giving you a clear path. What does it mean to you to truly value family? Where does family fit into the other priorities of your life? What does valuing family mean in terms of how you treat them and how you relate to them in the everyday life? Again, the answers can come only after you have asked yourself such difficult questions. What you think about becomes who you are. Be intentional in what you think about. People, while I'm reading this, please, I'm begging you and asking you, raise your inner spirit, lighten the load on your mind. Relax, meditate, and listen to the words. Please raise your inner spirit. Raise your inner spirit. Raise your inner spirit to the universe. Please. After taking the time and having the courage to travel through the landscape of your inner self, you now face your second task in the process, carrying it forward in your everyday outer life. Number two, have your outer life represent your inner life. In some ways, the psychological heavy lifting is done. Now it is about translation and application. How do I have my inner life reflect me? Let's read it again. In some ways, the psychological heavy lifting is done. Now it is about translation and application. How do you apply it to your life? How do I have my inner life reflect me? How does this come together? Raise your inner spirit. Raise it. Relax. Meditate. Meditate. Just relax your inner spirit and listen to these words. They're so important. I love you, people. Make clear decisions. Think of your inner life as the foundation on which you build your outer life. Build is the operative word because it's about being intentional. Through the filter of your values, your sense of purpose, your gut instinct, and desires, you want to make clear decisions. That does not mean the decisions are easy. Do you take a less stressful job so you have more time to spend with your kids, for example? Or do you take a more stressful job that pays more and allows you to provide more opportunities for your kids, like a college education? Tough. Again, sort through your priorities and your vision. Take your time, meditate on yourself, live your life, and love. That's the key. What? you don't want to do is drift, not be intentional, or let life and circumstances carry you along. Integrity requires that you avoid automatically falling into the easy or popular path. What you don't want to do is drift off into never never land, not be intentional, or let life and circumstance carry you along. Integrity requires that you avoid automatically falling into the easy or popular path. Number two, stay committed to what you believe. This is about being aware and diligent, about checking in with yourself and asking, am I living my life? Am I proud of my life so far measured by my goals and expectations? This is about having the courage of your convictions that people so often talk about, the willingness to step up and speak. Though difficult at first, this process too gets easier with practice. And as you find that what you feared would happen rarely does. Wow. I'm going to read that again. This is about being aware and diligent, about checking in with yourself and asking, am I living my life? Am I proud of my life so far measured by my goals and expectations? This is about having the courage of your convictions that people so often talk about, the willingness to step up and speak, though difficult at first. This process too gets easier with practice. And as you find that what you feared would happen rarely does happen, meaning it rarely doesn't happen. That's incredible. That's what I found. All these things that we worry about every day, we look at, we fear money, our families. You know what? You know what? Fear is useless. Move forward, man. Move forward and make your life better. Better it by bettering yourself. Talk to yourself. This is what this whole thing's about. Dialoguing with yourself, talking to yourself. Lift your spirit. Talk to your inner conscience. Don't just look at something in the world and say, I'm so scared. Oh my gosh, I can't pay this bill. I can't do this today. I don't have the money. My wife's cheating on me. My husband's cheating on me. My kid's sick. I need antibiotics. Let's hope. We're going to get hit by a car. Get out of the road. You know, fear. Fearless is what we need to be. We need to be fearless. And you know why? Because once you start talking to yourself, your inner conscience, and meditating with Jesus in the universe, huh, it all comes together. It all comes together like a puzzle. Have you ever, I used to love putting puzzles together. Now that I used to love putting puzzles together because it was challenging. Puzzles were my favorite game back in the day when I was young. Have you ever put a puzzle together or taught your kids how to put a puzzle together? Have you? Let me ask you something. In all the stressful things you do in your day, people, women from 13, 15, 20, 25, 35, 45, men 15, 13, 20, 25, 35, 45, driving e-bikes, driving scooters, working a job, working at the call center. If you hate your job, if you hate what you do, don't let it ruin you. Don't let it manifest and take control of you. That's not what life is about. Don't let the fear of darkness consume you. No, I always hated when the sun went down. I felt a sense of fear, even in my older age. I hated it when the sun went down. It meant the day was over and there's no more fun. It meant we can't see the light. You know what? It's not about that. It's not about when the sun goes down, when the darkness falls. You know what? It's about love. You know what, people? It's hard to love yourself. Loving yourself isn't standing in front of TikTok and girls with your skinny little tummies moving around for the whole world. It's not, that's not loving yourself. That's sad because you're just building an ego because people are like, they think you're good. The guys, they're going to look at that and they're going to think you're great looking. That's fine. But how does that fix your life? How does that fix your love, your income? Did you, girls from 13 to 15 to 25, have you ever just said to your brother or your sister, can I have a hug? No? Have you? That's talking to yourself. It's talking to yourself and building yourself up to be a better person, girls or boys, or both. Give me a hug. It's just a hug. It's love. That one embrace, meaningful, means a bond, bonding, bonding with your brother, bonding with your sister. We don't know how long we're going to be here. We really don't. Life is so short. I can't tell you how many funerals I've been to, how many people I've seen dead, died in my life. What do you do when your grandmother dies, your auntie dies, your mother or father dies? Do you go to the funeral with your phone and text your boyfriend for 3 hours? Do you go on TikTok and look at your last little sexy dance video? Hmm? What do you do? Talk to yourself. Love the people that are alive that you can love now. Love them. Don't wait until they're dead. Don't wait until your mother and father dies. Auntie, uncle, cousins, brothers and sisters. We don't know how long our lives are gonna last. We don't. Start talking to your inner spirit, lifting your soul up, feeling lighter. Try. Try. Have you ever failed paying a bill so far, or have you done it? It's been successful, right? Because God is looking out for you. Listen, we all have choices in life. If you're doing something bad, stop doing it. If you're doing something good that you feel is worth doing good in your life and you're bringing good karma to your family, keep doing it. If you feel like something you're doing is bad, don't do it because karma is real, right? The Buddhist, a Buddhist monk is always lifting his spirit higher, right? Lift your spirit higher. I pray for you people. I love you people so much. I just want to keep talking to you because I want to help you, right? Again, this isn't about politics, war, not about your job. It's about you. It's about you. Make yourself great again. You know how you do it? Talk to yourself, your inner conscious, talk to Jesus, pray to the universe at night with positive vibes. And you know what? God sent his only begotten Son that whosoever believeth in him may not perish but have everlasting life. This isn't the end, this world. It's the end for people that you see die around you. So while you're here, make the best of it. Make the best of your life. And tomorrow's part 3 of integrity. I love you people because I love fucking talking. You know that. And I'm on it. I don't need tricks or trickery effects, but I will have effects and I'm getting new equipment by the way. And my name's Ace, if you don't know it. I love you people. Please like, share, and follow my page. Peace out.